Fala galera, beleza? Aqui é o Red e sejam bem-vindos ao primeiro vídeo do canal. E hoje vou estar trazendo pra vocês um vídeo de Red Dead Redemption. Esse jogo muito foda que a Rockstar fez, claro né, Rockstar sempre traz jogo foda. Vamos começar. Todas as cutscenes que forem ter, eu vou deixar pra vocês verem, pra ficar mais legal, né? Vocês poderem ver as cutscenes do jogo e tal.
I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we helped the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Beleza, começamos aqui com o John, nosso querido amigo John. Chegou aqui na cidade, chegou no trem escoltado, né? Até essa cidadezinha aqui. Vamos ver, agora vamos pro tutorial aqui, você corre no A. Nossa, de cara na parede. Pulando X eu lembro um pouquinho, eu peguei emprestado de um amigo meu esse jogo e joguei um tempinho, mas faz muito tempo. Então tem um ponto aqui no... Nossa, caiu o cara aqui. E aí, meu irmão, beleza? Beleza, deixa no vácuo. Vamos entrar aqui na taberninha.
Mr. Marfin, over here!
Mendigo se divertindo ali.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Ele é o Jake. Será que isso aqui é a terra de U, no Velho Oeste? Seguir esse...
Alrighty, Mr.
Nossa,
Marston,
foi
let's
mal,
get.
tio. Foi mal, tio, foi mal. Sem querer.
Yeah.
Pegar o cavalo rosa aqui. Show.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
Ah, eu puxo a arma
Get us
aqui,
both in a world of
beleza.
trouble, Mr. Marston. Best we get out of town. Whoa there.
Come on.
Beleza. Aí, agora a gente tem que seguir esse tiozinho aqui. Cadê ele? Beleza. Chegar no tiozinho aqui. Nossa. Bora, tio.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
Acompanhando o Jake.
I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a
cenário
lot
desse
worse
jogo
than
é lindo,
Armadillo.
né, velho? Jogo
Fine as
aberto.
green gravy they are. Not like Thief's
Assim,
Landing.
é muito
Dang,
GTA,
those girls
né?
ain't
Na minha
even fit
visão,
for
eu
a
acho
drinking
muito
man to
GTA
hold
esse
up
jogo.
with.
I'm
Só
a
que,
married man, I'm
eu não sei,
afraid.
eu acho mais bonito por ser do Velho Oeste e ter cavalo e tal. Eu sempre achei esse jogo muito bonito, incluindo tudo, trilha sonora e visual. Esse jogo é muito bom, velho. Só que, tipo, eu não sei porque eu
Oh, it
nunca
was the
comprei
marshal
ele.
who hired me.
Só
Lee
peguei
Johnson, do
emprestado
you know
e
him?
nem cheguei a
I think I
finalizar
heard his
ele.
name.
Says he
Mas
got a
o
telegram
tempo que
from
eu
some Blackwater
peguei
big
ele
bugs asking for a guide. I
pra
guess it's
jogar,
none of my
gostei
business.
muito
That's
desse
right.
jogo. Vamos seguindo aqui o Jake. Fazer a missão, a primeira missão do jogo, né?
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Deal. You don't look much like no Blackwater fella.
That's because I ain't.
If I'm being honest, I don't care much for those highfalutin big city types. Not much at all.
Blackwater ain't much of a city. More of a town with delusions, but no, me neither.
A fella told me he was out in Blackwater a few months back and saw one of them newfangled carriages without horses.
Is that so?
And you wind him up like a clock. Damnedest thing ye ever saw without the aid of liquor, he told me.
Times are changing fast. That's for sure.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Whoa.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Beleza, achamos aqui essa toca. O Jake levou a gente até aqui. Vamos descer do cavalo pra enfrentar esses caras de frente. Puxei logo a pistolinha. Vou andando pra mostrar respeito, meu irmão. Yeah. Respeita essa.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Nossa senhora, o cara tomou um tiro na bola direita ali. Pelo que eu entendi, esse Bill era amigo dele, que ele roubava banco. Eu não entendi direito o que aconteceu pra ele chegar aí, mas beleza. essa loura tava no trem, que eu me lembro. Mesmo trem que ele.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Beleza, voltamos aqui, vamos fazer essa missão aqui, né? Caraca, o cara tomou um tiro e tá correndo. Como é que isso é possível? O cara toma um tiro e corre. Beleza, vamos aqui na casa dela.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Tá, beleza. Beleza. Olha ali, pelo jeito o nome dela é Bonnie, que eu não prestei atenção no trailer. Nossa, eu tô derrubando ela a cada 3 segundos. Desculpa, Bonnie. Beleza.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws.
Ah não, filho, tu vai ficar com rosada.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Mr.
Ficar com esse pretão aqui.
Come on then, I'll show you around the property. Giddy up!
Pelo jeito, a gente vai caçar coiote, pelo que eu entendi. Ou não, né?
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. all built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Caraca, eu não lembrava
And here we
disso.
are, back at
Cavalo
the house.
pulas.
Let's stop for a while
bagulho.
before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Ah, beleza, a gente foi conhecer a cidade. Entendi.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
Beleza, agora vamos aqui falar com ela de novo.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
Beleza. Ah, é que eu lembrava desse jogo agora que a gente vai caçar os coiotes.
Hello there.
Beleza. É que eu não lembrava dessa
Let's
missão
go.
de conhecer a cidade.
Follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Beleza. Ganhei um riflezão pra poder caçar os coiotes.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their maker.
Beleza, chegamos aqui.
You got one.
Tô matando os coelhos, velho. Ah, é pra matar os coelhos mesmo.
That's it. Kill those little varmints.
Nossa, sou muito
Better shoot
profissional,
rabbits than
velho.
outlaws, I see.
Morre!
Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having
Caraca, era
rabbit
só
stew
isso.
tomorrow. Let's get back on the horses and see what else is
Beleza.
going on.
Nossa, o cavalo disparou a gente subindo.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to
Vou
go.
seguir aqui.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyote! Shoot them before they get to the animals. That coyote won't be back.
Nossa, cadê esse coiote? Pera aí. Eu tô saindo da missão. Pera aí. Vou matar esse cara aqui. Nossa, velho.
Sorry about that, old friend.
Morre. Solta minha galinha.
Come on, easy up there.
Bugado. Nossa, velho, difícil acertar esses bichos. Solta minha galinha. Beleza, matamos todos pelo jeito. Vamos seguir a Bonnie de novo.
know, you
Peraí,
can
cavalo
actually handle
burro,
a
isso.
rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Beleza, galera. Se gostaram desse vídeo, deixe seu gostei aí embaixo. Se gostaram bastante, deixem seu like, que isso ajuda muito no canal. Valeu e até a próxima.